She rushes downward in a desperate attempt to grab Jean, but she cannot concentrate. Her mind is groggy from Polaris' blast.
Almost!
Ororo strains. She stretches her arm as far as possible.
Winds! Bring her to me!
Ororo commands.
Got you!
Ororo shouts with enthusiasm as she grabs the unconscious Jean, only a few feet above the ground.
Jean should be safe enough here.
Ororo says.
Which leaves me free to deal with Lorna.
At her psionic command, Ororo repolarizes the unstable molecules of her clothes.
And deal with her I shall.
The goddess shouts from her electric silhouette.
Only this time, she will not be facing Ororo.
She bursts from the lightning in her battle uniform.
This time she faces Storm!
As the battle between Cyclops and Havok and Colossus Nightcrawler and Eric the Red rage on the airport landing strip, the sky above the Kennedy airport goes suddenly dark, and two mutant elementals come together in a death duel that all too soon becomes stalemate.
It appears we're evenly matched, Storm.
Polaris shouts.
I guess we'll just have to call this game a draw.
Again?
Storm hisses.
Is that all this is to you, Polaris? Again? Your mad schemes nearly killed Jean Grey. You attacked us without warning, without provocation. You sought our deaths without a thought of the innocents who might be in danger, even slain by your attack. And you dare call this a game?
Crackling with elemental energy and livid with anger, Storm takes on an energy form not unlike her ancestor, the 14-man, the father of Aisha, the first Wind Rider. She points out to Polaris.
How dare you threaten Jean Grey?
Storm shouts.
This is no game!
She lashes out at Polaris with the full force of her 14 lightning bolts. Lorna screams as she falls from the sky, collapsing to the ground. Thinking Storm had slain the love of his life, Havok blasts Cyclops with his cosmic plasma blast. Havok rushes to Polaris' aid. Meanwhile, as Colossus closes in on Eric the Red, reinforcements arrive. Enter Banshee and Wolverine, arriving in an aircraft.
Xavier must have summoned them with his cursed metal powers.
Eric thinks. He turns to his underlings.
Havok, Polaris, to me, my children, quickly.
He says,
The day has turned against us. Only a fool stands to fight against hopeless odds.
He grabs them both in each arm.
And Eric the Red is anything but a fool.
He lifts them all into the air.
Havok, stop! Stop or I'll fire!
Cyclops shouts.
I mean it, Alex!
Well, what are you waiting for?
Wolverine barks.
Blast them, man! They're getting away!
Cyclops knows without a doubt that he has the perfect opportunity to blast them all out of the sky.
You friggin' coward!
But Cyclops cannot bring himself to injure his younger sibling or his former friend.
Blast them!
Wolverine shouts.
Shut the hell up, Wolverine!
Cyclops backhand punches Wolverine.
You son of a...
Wolverine unsheaths his claws.
I'll cut you wide open for that, daddy's boy.
No!
Storm orders.
You will do nothing, Wolverine. Not now, not ever. Or you will answer to me. Stand down!
You've got some balls, lady.
Wolverine says, retracting his claws.
But you won't be around to protect this coward leader forever.
As we gathered you and prepared to head home, my mind was torn by questions I could not answer. Feelings I could not explain. Who was this Eric the Red? And what had he done to Lorna Dane, who now called herself Polaris? And to Havok? It had been 7 months since we last saw either of them, and this was a reunion none of us could have ever expected. I wondered to where had the trio retreated. But nonetheless, I was glad you were alright. But I could feel it even then, Jean. Eric the Red was only a harbinger of the things that were to come.
Meanwhile, at a secret installation, Colonel Rossi of the U.S. Army arrives on the site of Project Armageddon. Rossi walks through and inspects all that Project Armageddon has to offer, and he discovers that the director of the project, a man named Dr. Stephen Lang, is obsessed with the extermination of mutant kind. Disturbed by Lang's zealous attitudes, Colonel Rossi threatens to shut the operation down and leaves Project Armageddon expeditiously. Hours later, in the Red Hook neighborhood of Brooklyn, an aircraft crashes and erupts in flames. Its sole passenger, Colonel Rossi of the U.S. Army, the only man to bear witness of the madness of Dr. Stephen Lang, is presumed to be dead. And without Colonel Rossi to oppose him, Project Armageddon goes online.